Rock Zone. Kawan J.
DJ One. The group, homie. The mixtape show. The mixtape show.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mixtape Show. It is time for this week's Artist of the Week, man, and we're going to talk about this really dope album that's called What a Wonderful World. We got my brother checking back on the Mixtape Show. He goes by the name of Ace Wonda, and he brought his partner and beats on this one. He goes by the name of a producer named Two, and we're going to talk about this beautiful album, man. So, fellas, what's good, man? Welcome back to the Mixtape Show. Producer named Two, welcome to the Mixtape Show for the first time, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm great. I'm blessed. Thanks for having me, man. I
Not a
appreciate
problem.
it.
Ace, brother, how you doing, man?
Man, likewise, man. Feeling good, feeling blessed, and feeling energized, man.
There we go. We're gonna talk about that energy too, man. And we're gonna start with my brother, man. We're gonna start on the beats first. We're gonna get a drum or something first on this one since he's new to the
I
platform.
appreciate that.
A producer named Two, brother. We're gonna get the people, man. Kind of your background. You know, where you representing from. Tell us, we talked a little bit earlier. I seen in the back you got the Dilla joints. Let's talk about, your favorite producers that you followed. And just give us a little something about yourself, man, that you want the people to know.
Okay, well, I'm from Muskegon, Michigan. Most people, when I say Michigan, they think I'm from Detroit, but that's like 3 hours away. But oh well, still same difference. Jay Dilla is one of my favorite producers. I mean, it's too many to mention, but I would say Dilla, Ninth Wonder, DJ Premier. They're my top three. If somebody asked me, but then you got Alchemist, High Tech, DJ Quick. It's so many, but
Too many.
yeah, I'm influenced by them all.
Perfect, brother. And how long you been doing this, man? What's the thing? What got you into this? What's the thing that triggered you that made you want to contribute to the culture this way?
Man, you got some good questions, man. I used to try to rap. You know what I'm saying? And I used to wrap up this is like 2000 and this is early 2003 to like 2005. I used to try to rap, and I was rapping off like all these instrumental beats, the industry beats, whatever I call them. And then I just got kind of tired of it. I was like, man, I'm tired of rapping on Cameron beats and Jay-Z beats. So I'm like, let me make my own. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got into it. And I always had a musical background anyway. My dad played in the gospel group actually my family, because they I had a cousin on the drums. My granddad played the guitar, my uncle played the guitar, my dad played the guitar, and he used to have these duffel bags of tapes, and my grandma had all these records and stuff, so I would always go through all her records and just be intrigued looking at the credits and the record labels. I was young doing that. So, that's how I learned a lot as far as different producers, mastering engineers and everything, just looking at the credits. So that's why I'm kind of big on credits, because otherwise you don't know who did what.
Absolutely.
It's not put out there.
Absolutely. Yeah, we kind of got a similar background. I came from a musical family, except I didn't play the instruments. It kind of passed me by for some reason. Like my uncles, he played the drums. Okay. And he was a big dude. He played football, so he had to have a special drum kit just for him, because he would always blow out the kick part. You know what I'm saying? So he had to have a special joint. And then my other uncle, his brother, Uncle Frankie, he was a singer, so he used to sing everything. And then I had another uncle who did all the writing. And Uncle Frankie was the producer too. He used to make the music, so he's the one who taught me how to make beats and DJ and all that stuff. So I got a lot of his old material. So I always wanted to learn how to play the instrument. I was always mad that they never taught me. Like on my dad's side, my grandma on that side played the piano. She taught everybody, all the cousins, except for me. So I don't know if she was jealous, or they knew I was gonna blow up on that piano or something.
Yeah, they ain't want to be good. Yeah, that's what it was. I played drums a little bit. You know what I'm saying? My mom sent me to drum lessons and everything. So I was getting it, but then I got frustrated and was like, all right, I'm done with this. So I started kind of going off the ear.
Yeah.
Where you from? I want to know where you from.
I was born and raised in Queens, man, in Queens, New York. I live in Dallas now. I'm from a part of Queens called Far Rockaway. It's like if you look at the New York State map and you look at the very bottom corner, you're gonna see this little peninsula area. Yeah, that's Far Rockaway. That's literally.
Is that where Stack Bundles from?
Stack was from Rockaway, and Chinks was from Rockaway. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Father MC Search.
Okay.
You know, Ralph Lauren was from Far Rockaway, believe it or not.
Wow.
So yeah, we got a little culture out there.
Yeah.
Dope, man. Yeah, man. And Ace, brother, welcome back, man. This project is beautiful. How'd you and the homie meet, man? How'd you and a producer named Two meet? How'd you guys connect for this project?
Good old Instagram, man. You know, just doing what we do best, crafting.
Mhm.
And you know how networks and circles kind of intertwine.
Mhm.
I don't know if he got on my radar first, or I was on his radar first, but I know he had reached out to me about remixing something that he heard. I think it was a reel or a track that he heard. Now, if I'm wrong, correct me. You know what I'm saying, at any point. But from what I remember, it was a track I did a few years back.
He
rocked with it, and he said, it was dope. Do I mind if he remix it? I didn't care. I was like, yeah, I think that'd be super dope. I checked his page, kind of like did my little like, who is this cat to try to hit me, try to remix one of my joints to see if it's worth, the juice worth the squeeze type of joint.
Yeah.
And my man had some dope content. You know what I'm saying? His beats were fire. So I was like, word, like my of course, like my pleasure. So
yeah.
He was like, word. I just said, let me get the original producer's blessing, because I didn't want to just go ahead. I didn't produce it. So
Yeah.
Right.
I said, yeah, let me go. And the original producer was like, yeah, no doubt, like rock with it. So that was the initial thing. And from that point on, that kind of came full circle later on in this project. But that's what I remember, like the initial, I guess, communication. And then it was, now we on each other's radar. We got some type of communication, lines of communication were open. So now we just peeping each other. I'm peeping him putting out beats, you know what I'm saying? Like saluting him. He's seeing what I was doing, just a mutual admiration for each other's craft.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. So this is what I love about the social media aspect of the game, is that it makes the world a little bit smaller, where you have more direct access. And here in the underground, right? Because it's smaller than you think, man. Everybody knows everybody. If you're in the right circles, everybody knows everybody. You know what I mean? And like you said, it's easy to audit, like you said, certain people, because you don't want people to waste your time, and you don't want to feel like that. You put all this energy and time into something that doesn't pan out the way you the way you want it. So it's kind of dope that we could use the social media for that, because like I said, that's how I learned a lot about a lot of artists, man. I'm just searching, and I'm still a digger, so I'm always looking for new music and stuff like that. So it's dope that you brothers connected that way. And two, are you so, as far as production wise, man, do you enjoy the remixing aspect of being a producer more, or you just in general you just like creating beats and you just like to do what you do?
Yeah, I just like creating. Actually the remixing part came kind of in the last couple years. I was like, man, I kind of got on my Pete Rock type. Well, it's one of my favorite producers too. I got on my Pete Rock type stuff. Like, let me see if I can start, remixing and kind of give a different vibe to what I'm saying, different tracks. So yeah, Ace came on my radar. When I heard that joint, I was like, man, I gotta see if I can remix that. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of been, seeking them out. But yeah, definitely the remix aspect came later, but I just like creating in general.
Now, as a fellow beat maker, I'm different, so I don't know. But do you have that? Do you have that folder of 3,000 beats, or you start from scratch kind of guy?
Man, it depends, because sometimes I'll start from scratch, but I do just got joints all over the place. Like I was telling Ace, like I mean, before I have like thousands of beats, like no exaggeration. You know what I'm saying? Now, all of them may not be dope, because I'm counting like ones from the beginning and all that.
Yeah,
and I didn't lost some beats too. I don't know if you know, like when you crack your hard drive crash or something like that. Yeah, stuff like that. So I had way more than that.
Yeah, absolutely. And this project, man, what a wonderful world. All these titles run the same, because we got a project dropping similars. But anyway, what a wonderful world. When I hear this, man, I hear the sonic production behind it is dope, man. It's a calming. It sounds very reflective from the opening joint. You know what I'm saying? And you just know you're gonna be in for a good listen on this project, Ace. And How long did it take you guys to put this together, Ace? When did you guys start working on it? From idea of conception to release. How long did it take you guys to put this together?
It was some months. I'm thinking from the very beginning, we started with the idea of just putting out a single. And I don't know if you remember too when that single went. The single was called "Still At It."
Oh yeah.
So that's what sparked everything.
Right.
And we just kind of built on that. It was a good response. It was just a good vibe. Like working with two, it's easy going. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't pulling teeth. He's not, challenging at all. Like he's just a person just for the hip hop, for the culture, and like let's just work. Let's create it and let's put it out. It's no overthinking with him. And so we did that one track, and then next thing you know, we started building on possibly doing like an EP because it was like a couple more tracks. Like I'm getting wind of a couple more beats, and we still talking online through IG, and I'm seeing stuff he's posting, and he's like, well, what do you think it is? We start pitching each other ideas and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, we can rock with an EP. And the next thing you know, I tapped into a hidden treasure he had kind of buried away. That is one of them 3,000 beats. I got wind of a separate mother load he had stashed away, and I'm like, bro. And so once I went through them, I'm like, nah, we got something. We gonna go ahead and put an album out. So to answer the question, I don't know how many months. But I would easily say like anywhere between 3 to 5 months.
Not bad. It's not bad.
That it was probably like done, because it wasn't a rush job. But we kind of had it completed, and then it was probably like a month or so of just tying up loose ends. Just trying to get the business right, picking a certain date because he had worked with other artists that he was doing too. So I wasn't clashing with anything he had going on. Like you got to, I had to wait my turn, you know what I'm saying, and get in queue with his pipeline because he has some amazing work that, they got to get the right attention and let that breathe.
Definitely.
And so we picked a date that was I think we was ready to rock by like June, but then we wound up going with an August release date on my birthday, August 1st. To just make it pan out, and it just worked out,
It just lined up. Word. Too. I get it, bro. I'm kind of in the same shoes as you as far as producing with other artists, and you kind of don't want to overstep everybody's releases. You want to line them up just right so everybody get that same love. Right. For on your end of this, man, how did it work? How was it working with Ace, man? Because he's a pretty, just for me and his interaction outside of just doing this interview stuff, we'll talk back and forth, and it seems like he's just a laid back dude to talk to, easy to communicate with. How was it for you from a producer standpoint?
Yeah, man, Ace was really easy to work with, and I say Ace, he know what he want because I was sending him packs of beats. He'd be like, "Oh, I'll send him it'd be like 30 beats in there. He'd pick 4, exactly the ones that touch him. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't gonna just be taking anything that So we got through those batches, and then we came what we came with.
Do you still?
He's very easy to work with.
Do you still get that anxiety when you send off a beat pack and you're like, man?
Oh man, yeah, I do, man. But then sometimes he'll come back to a pack that I sent hey man, is he still available? Because he'll it'll catch him at a new moment.
Yeah. It's all about the mood. It's always about the mood, right? When it comes to that. Ace, you talked about love, family in this project. You talked about, just man, it feels like it was a journey for you writing this project. That's the feeling I got from it. Like life was life, and it seemed like you was documenting a lot of it, man. And it was kind of dope to hear you show your appreciation for family and show your appreciation for your wife and show your appreciation for life, man. How hard was it to pull that energy, man? Was it just you just literally just document what was going on at the time, or is this stuff that's always just been sitting there with you?
A little of both. So I think it was more like a coming of age album, but a coming of age on a maturity level of, my age now in my 40s, just like, let me give them a perspective of grown man rap, but also something that was could be appreciative. I wanted something that I could actually play for the kids, and they could hear it and really rock with the songs. Like my younger girls, they could actually hear it and understand it. You know, something that I can let rock and I ain't got to skip knowing what's about to come up. I ain't got to lower the volume. Or I ain't got to, you know what I'm saying, skip to the next one. Like, I wanted it to be kind of like you said, like a easy listen. And I was really just in a mode where I'm looking at past projects. I approach every project differently. Like, I want to present something new to the people. I don't want to redo something I did. And I've kind of been in those projects where I've talked about a lot of more edgier content, been a lot of more aggressive, you know. And so this, I looked at it like this was more of a calm, laid back, grown man type of stance, you know, perspective. And so very reflective on, you know, where I was at and the pieces around it, you know, very family oriented and inspiring when I made this.
Yeah, very as they're throwing a term around that they want this version of hip hop to be a thing officially, and they want it to be adult contemporary hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And it feels like it falls into that category with it. You know what I'm saying? As far as that, and the sounds, brother. Oh man, too. You was on your souls. You know what I'm saying? Your soul joints and everything, and just everything you did with this production, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And this makes me want to go back and listen to past catalog stuff. So I'm definitely going to be doing some more research on other stuff that you've done. So for somebody like me, man, you can give me a producer named 2 book for dummies production. How would you describe your style of production, man?
My style of production, man, I would say it's a mixture of. I mean, like I would say, like, you know, Dilla described it best to me. Like, when I make music, no matter what it is, I want you to feel something. You know what I'm saying? It's more about a feeling. You know what I'm saying? I can't even if I try to just go ahead and make any quick beat and try to, if it ain't got a feeling, I'm going to delete it or not let nobody hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's got to be some type of feeling. I mean, no matter what the BPM is or whatever, you know, it's got to have a type of feel to it.
Yeah, they gotta have that feel, gotta have that swing, right?
Exactly.
I got a partner who's kind of one of my producer partners I work with sometimes. His name's Kondu. He lives out here with me.
Okay.
And he's dope producer, but he's actually got to sit in a room with Dilla, and I love hearing his stories when he tells these stories about meeting Dilla and just the conversations they had. And that's what he said. Something similar to what you just said. Dilla told him it always has to have a soul. It always has to feel like it has a swing to it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you a crazy story though too. Far as Dilla, like, it ain't Dilla per se, but my sister, she graduated from Central Michigan, and Illa J, his little brother, went to Central Michigan, and they stayed in the same apartment. It was like 4 of them, and one day, my sister called my mom's house, and I saw James Yancey on the call ID. This when he had the call IDs. I was like, "Mom, Dilla heard my beats or something somehow." I got all excited. But it was my sister just using Illa J's phone, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh man. So yeah, I was tore up about that.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man.
That's super dope.
Ace, what you hearing so far, man? What's some of the response you're hearing about the album, man?
Oh man, just motivational. It's just kind of inspiring to fill a void that wasn't there. You know, you kind of hit it on the head. I don't think I heard the term for a contemporary hip hop, but it seemed like there's a space out there for this level of maturity within hip hop. You know, as far as like our age range, that's given something that can be, you know, educational. It's still dope and fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the same time, it's speaking to people at our age level. You know. To where you've kind of grown and you've lived through life, you've been through some journeys, you've had some bumps and, you know, in the road and had your ups and downs, and, you know, you can kind of live to tell about it and live and reflect. So people are really appreciative about some of the songs, you know, because it hits home with them and they connect to them. So it's nothing I would say that's kind of like cookie cutter. They just tell me like we took our time with it, and they can tell that, you know, they appreciate the depth that we went into it.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, hip hop's 52 now, 52 years old. So a lot of those, like, for instance, Public Enemy, you know, when we was coming up, they was heavy handed with the message and stuff like that, but they're older now. So they still have the message, but that's not going to hit the same like it did back in the day. because the
Right.
generations have changed, but we're still that generation, so we can still give those messages. And like you say, it could be more of an adult feel to it when you give those messages because we understand it now, you know, saying what they were saying. We're living life and things like that. So I think, yeah, man, I love it, bro. I love to see the growth of it. And I love to see when we have messages like this and we can have these conversations where I feel like I can just sit at and I don't smoke cigars and like that, but sit in one of those lounges and listen to the records like this and just really vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? And have me a little cognac or something and just be like, yeah, this is still hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's not me trying to keep up with what's going on with the youngins. It's like, yo, this is my lane right here. This is my generation. And I love it when projects like this come out. You know, it's like your project dropped. My guy, it's a partner, a guy of mine named John Jiggs. He just released the album. Same feel to it. Like it's an adult feel to it. Like you could tell life is happening and you guys want to document that and give those testimonies of what's going on in your life, brother. And these are the type of records we need to push more. You know what I'm saying? And I would love. I can't wait to see if you have more visuals for it. Definitely, we want to support that. And like I said, it just makes me want to listen to the catalogs even more. Because now, I, as a producer, too, I was like, I gotta listen to this other stuff this dude did. Because if this is his body of work that's fresh, I gotta go back and listen to the older stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate that.
Job well done, fellas. Job well done.
I listened to some of his other work and got tight. I'm like, where were these beats? Like they must have snatched these before I got my hands on the ones I grabbed. And the ones I grabbed were fire. I'm just like, oh man, I heard the projects come out before mine, and then the one he just dropped recently, a couple weeks ago. I've been giving him praise, like, bro, these joints is crazy. Like, oh man,
that's always a good compliment to hear. I love hearing those compliments. Like, yo, would you hide these beats from me?
I know. I be trying not to like overdo it because I could easily send him 100 beats, but I don't want to flood his mind too much.
Yeah, I got a project. I got two guys working on two separate projects, and they both was from the same beat pack, and I just split it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they literally chose, I think it was maybe 20, 30, and then they literally split them in half. And I didn't, you know, they just did what they wanted to do, and I was like, it's kind of funny to hear both of their perspectives on the same beat pack and all that stuff. And then when the projects drop, I know they're gonna be like, yo, when was this beat? And I was like, you had it, you just didn't choose it.
I gotta check your stuff out too, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, we got some joints, man. We
Kawan got some dope stuff.
Actually, dropping it's not about me, but yeah, we do. As we're recording this today, I got a project with my guy Travesty, the Lazy MC. He's based out of Miami. We dropping a project tomorrow, actually. It's called What a Time to Be Alive. And that's why I was getting tongue-tied with yours, because I was called What a Time to Be Alive, and y'all's is What a Wonderful World.
Makes sense.
So, but yeah, man. And then, like I said, brother, you guys, I'm a fan of it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to support it. So before we get into that piece, Ace, what other things do you want to do with this project, man? What's some of the game plans that you have for this album?
Right now, more visual content. I got I don't really want to put it out there, but I got a video for one joint kind of shot already. I'm just trying to get it treated and chopped and edited.
You trying to shock me with
it. Yeah. So I shot it maybe a month ago.
Okay.
And so I got to put the pieces to that together. But really just sharing some more content, bringing it to life, highlighting it. Because, it's always good to have a visual complement the audio.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it breathes new life into it and makes people, they widen their eyes and give it a new perspective. And so with that, and then I'm talking to some spots and trying to set up some shows. So
nice. Some
shows out here in Maryland that are interested in having me come through. It's really just about scheduling.
Mm-hmm.
But about to bring it to, folks in person and let them see what it really is with the boy, you know?
To the artists out there, y'all heard what that man said, right? He said, shoot content, video content, and rock a show. Those are the two key things to keep the audience engaged in the project. You know what I'm saying? I've heard tons of really good projects with no content behind it, no videos, no nothing, and it's kind of like that's how it dies easily. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep giving it life, and you got to stretch that thing out. You know what I mean?
You do.
So as a producer, man, when you're working with all these artists, because I'm assuming that you don't do placements, you kind of just do bodies of work with the artists, right? How does it feel for you to kind of navigate with each artist when these projects drop like this?
Oh man, this actually when I first started, like, you know, producing whatever, I was just like trying to hound everybody I thought was kind of dope. It's like, hey man, get on my beat and all that, you know, kind of like that thing. But then eventually I was like, nah, I kind of want to like rock out with an artist that we can have a chemistry, you know what I'm saying, and kind of do full bodies of work. Kind of like Alchemist actually is my inspiration for doing.
He's the blueprint. I think the Alchemist, Alchemist and Apollo Brown to me are the blueprint.
Yeah, exactly. Apollo Brown too. They've been killing it with like doing like just projects with one, you know, one producer, one, you know what I'm saying, artist. I like that because you get that cohesiveness and everything. And so I kind of been on that tip lately, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even really be hitting people up like as much as be like, you know, get on my beat. It's kind of, I seek you out. Like I'll pay attention to Ace. So I saw him out, you know, so.
Yeah, absolutely. So, when did that business model kind of change for you? Was it recently or you've been doing that for a while now?
I would say in the last year or two. Okay. I kind of like that. Yeah, it's just it's recently that I've been.
So since then, how has activity been for you? Not like, you know, people paying and all that stuff, but like how does it feel like that you've been getting more attention that way compared to when you were seeking people out, or how's it been for you so far for that?
Yeah, actually, I'm getting more attention doing it the way I'm doing it now, like locking in with one artist and stuff like that. You know, because I think they kind of say in their chemistry, they probably kind of want some of that too. Like, oh man, I need to lock in with.
They want that sauce. Yeah, they want that sauce. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it's simpler too, man. It's just so much simpler to put out something and get something done compared to chasing 10, you know, 5. Ace knows, like if you're trying to chase 5 and 6 different producers for an album, and for you trying to chase these placements and to me, I feel like on the beat making side, or producer side, that if I just have one of my tracks on somebody's album, I look at it like I'm just filling their album out. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You get kind of lost in that. You got like 10 different producers for like 12 songs, and then you kind of get lost in between. You don't really get to stand out for it.
Absolutely. And you don't know what those songs sound like until the final project, basically. Whereas like when you're working one-on-one with somebody, you can build something. So I'm a huge fan of just building the catalog out with an artist and keep going. So I definitely love this side right here as far as that. You know what I mean? Like I joke and I was like, I try not to chase placements. I want to be the placement, you know what I'm saying? And do it like that. So I definitely think you guys have a great chemistry. I would love to hear something else down the line from you guys on another project. I think that'll be really dope.
Ace kind of mentioned it a little bit. He said we might do another one at some point. So.
Absolutely, man. It sounds dope. So Ace, man, how can we get a hold of the project? What's the best place to go get it? How can we support it, man?
Oh man, everywhere. It's on the Bandcamps. 2 got it up on the Bandcamp. I got it up on my personal website, acewonder.com. And then of course you can get it everywhere that music streams. So everywhere from your Spotify's, your Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube, it's all over.
Yeah, I always say buy the project first and then go stream it all you want after that. Put money in their pocket and then stream it all you want after that, so we can have support for the artists and stuff like that. 2,
we got exclusives too. If you get it direct to consumer from the Bandcamp on my website, and we got 3 extra tracks on there.
Dope. Yeah.
So we got the Creative Space on there, the song Yin and Yang, and then a song called The Oaks.
Nice.
That I did. That, you know, those for the real fans, you know, that like to check for us on a personal note. You know, they get treated to some additional exclusives.
Yeah, give them a little something more, right, to mess with. 2, man, what's your social media, brother? What's the best way we can follow you and how we get a hold of you, man?
You get a hold of me at 2 Millie. That's 2 MILLII. So 3 I's. So 2 Millie. That's IG. And then on Facebook, man, it's been a minute since I've been on.
I know it.
But it's to the producer Waller. WALLER is my last name, but so shoot, 2 minds. Producer Named 2.com. So when I said 2 minds, I named off my old moniker.
Okay.
I changed it like a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? So
what made you?
So I probably still got stuff out there floating under that name too.
So how do we get to Producer Named 2? Well, how did you get to that?
Because I'm a spiritual guy, so and I kept hearing it at church like different. My pastor was saying it different times. It was like a couple years straight, random times. He was saying like a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. I was like, man, I can't rock with two minds because that's like you don't know what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got on Producer Named too. I was like, that's kind of a ring on a Tribe Called Quest. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of a ring like that. And my nickname is Two. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, my family called me Two. So it's just
I like it. No, it's dope. I like it. That's real fly. I like that.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that on some merch, like in the Tribe colors and all that kind of stuff. You know,
I thought about that too. I thought about doing like a instrumental album or something, like with something incorporated.
Yeah. Dope. Well, definitely out there, if you're listening, man, go support this project. It's a really dope, man. What a Wonderful World. Ace Wonda, a producer named too. You know what I'm saying? Great collaborative effort between these fellas, man. They put out a really dope project. It's soulful. It's insightful. It's talking about black love, man. You can't get any better than that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just dope to see two brothers who love their family. And, we were just talking before the call even started how everybody was kind of getting the kids in order so we can do this call. And it's kind of dope. It's kind of dope to have those conversations between brothers, man. And we understand that the hip hop thing and the rap thing and the music thing, it's a very small, minute piece of life, right? This is kind of like for me, this is like my getaway from being dad and being a 9-to-5er and all this kind of stuff. So it's really dope to when you do put time in, you meet people like this, that you hold these relationships tight, man. And I just want you guys to know that we call you guys, and Ace knows this, when you hear the mixtape show, we call you Boom Bap alumni. You know what I'm saying? That means that you are a part of the crew for life. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you got anything going on, you got some new projects too, hit me in the messenger like, yo, I want to come back on the show with so-and-so. We'll get you booked, man, and bring you back, bro. And this is home, man. We want this to be one of your pillars to talk about your work. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah,
man, appreciate it.
Not a problem.
All day.
Nah, that's dope. And we may have Ace on one of these Boom Bap alumni projects I'm working on too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm working.
There we go.
I'm working on my album, and we got some joints coming.
He gonna deliver, so you ain't gotta worry about Ace.
That's what I told him. I said, take your time, brother. Don't worry about it. I got 2 volumes coming. Don't worry about it.
You don't spill the beans. It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
You can't stop
the cat's
faith.
Off the bag.
Yeah,
I'm on it.
You can't stop faith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nah, for real, man. You brothers, I definitely appreciate y'all. Like I said, if you guys do something physical with the album, let me know, man. I love to support that too. So if you throw it on the CD or something, I definitely want to support that or something. You know what I mean?
That's the next step. I missed that part. I said the shows, the visuals, but the merch game, the physicals.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that, but yeah, that's about to come to fruition. Give it some time.
There you go.
But I see how you be moving. You turn yours out like that, man.
Man,
you know.
what we got? I got
What you got over there?
He got it all. He got the vinyls, the tapes,
so we
CDs.
got brother I was working with out of Milwaukee named Rock King. This is his latest album. It's called The Book of Ranu. That's on vinyl. And then we got some cassettes for it too. We got it on cassette. You know, so for the people who can't see there, get that Book of Ranu. It's a dope project. And,
I still got the TV player in my car. I still like the TV player, man.
So yeah, man, I'm all about physical still, man. I still like to have this. Got the Golden Age on vinyl, so definitely, man, I support that, brother. I definitely, if you guys do that, just let me know, and I like to, support that and put it in my collection, my personal collection. You know what I mean?
Salute.
Absolutely. Fellas, appreciate you. You want to shout anybody out?
Shout out to you. Shout out to you for having us. You know what I'm saying? Living your ear. Giving us a platform to speak on, to share our craft and our perspective and our art with the world. Shout out my brother too. Building this and forging this relationship and this bond. Been super dope. The journey that we just started, and we got more work to do, as I always hashtag.
Absolutely.
And just the people, the people that take the time out to listen to us. We salute you. We appreciate you. And yeah, man, just the hip hop in general. All our family, like I said, this was kind of built around family. Mm-hmm. So I'll leave it at that.
There you go. What about you too? Anybody you want to shout out?
Man, of course I'm shout out you, man. I appreciate you, man, for giving us the platform. Ace as well, because Ace be pulling me in on these interviews. I don't really be interviewing like that, but I feel like I need to say something every now and then, show my face a little bit.
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah, man. That's part of the game. I appreciate all the listeners, everybody rocking with us, man. Y'all go grab that. What a Wonderful World, you know what I'm saying? on all platforms, the band camps, whatever, you know.
Word up. Yeah, man. This is part of the game too, brother. You gotta get on these calls every once in a while. Show your
Right.
face, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's part of the
They don't
game,
be
brother.
satisfied unless you do it, man.
Absolutely, man. Dope, man. Fellas, appreciate you coming on. We'll talk a little bit more and play a couple joints off the record after this. We'll be right back.